Greetings, dear listeners. We're out here this morning to take advantage of the beautiful fall colors, our beautiful Prairie Fall colors. Now, we don't get the range of colors out west that you do in eastern North America, but the trees look lovely just the same. And you know the fact that every fall the leaves change color, the leaves actually change color, always makes me think of chameleons or camouflage or illusion, as does the following email I received from a listener. I'm going to have to squint maybe because it's small print here. They had a lot to say. Warren, I want you to keep my name out of it for reasons which will be obvious. I belong to an urban exploration group, which means we sneak into abandoned buildings. In other words, trespass. We had decided to explore an abandoned mental hospital in a small nearby city, a building which, so far as we knew, had never been explored before, or at least there wasn't any info about it online. I think I know why now. We arrived after dark, 1, because we wanted to conduct a nighttime exploration, and 2, to avoid any cops or security. The building, which was abandoned sometime back in the 90s, is located on the outskirts, so we had no place to ditch the car. Instead, we had no choice but to go up the very long driveway leading into the grounds. Fortunately, it was a bright moonlit night, so we didn't have to use our headlights. We were heading up the driveway when we first noticed, off to the right, the building itself was several stories, with a main hall and 2 huge wings jutting both left and right. We noticed, off to the right, a haze, a mist, which seemed to be rising up from the side of the road, rising up until it formed a small gray cloud, which began to swirl and change shape before our eyes. And as we slowly drove towards it, it came into focus, revealing it to be a huge gray wolf standing on its back legs. A wolf with blazing yellow eyes. A werewolf. I think I hear him coming right now. Aha! Bye-bye, werewolf. A werewolf, and it had no sooner become visible when it charged the car, paws raised, claws which looked like they were several inches long and sharp, claws out to rend and tear. We didn't have time to turn the car around, so I had to slam into reverse and back up at speed. The damn driveway was full of potholes. Well, yeah, so's every other road around here. Nevertheless, we didn't linger and had backed all the way down the drive when a curious thing happened. The werewolf vanished. 1 second it was there, and the next it was gone. My buddy yelled for me to stop, and we just sat there. I think we were stunned. Okay, we were stunned. Okay, we are stunned. We babbled about what had happened, and then Ben, who's pretty outspoken, said, "Drive forward." Well, this caused quite a commotion, but Ben kept repeating, "I want to see something. I want to see something," until everyone else shut up, and he explained that he wanted us to drive forward until we saw the thing again. We saw the werewolf again. I was waiting for Merv, who could be pretty vocal, to object, but he decided not to start an argument, and so we slowly began to drive forward, very slowly, and as we drew nearer, we saw it again, off to the right. First the haze, then the swirling mist, and then the werewolf, or Dogman, or whatever, charging at us, full tilt. Ben started yelling, "Stop the car! Stop the car!" And despite all the protests I did, and he leaped out, Everybody is screaming at him to get back in the car. So what does he do? Run towards the werewolf. He runs halfway towards it, gives it the finger, then turns and runs, the werewolf at his heels, until it vanishes into thin air again. And then Ben runs back towards the werewolf, and it reappears, chases him, disappears again. He does this several times, and the result is always the same. The werewolf disappears. But then, the dumbass charges right at the werewolf. Charges it, like he's going to take it on. And he runs right through it. He runs right through it. Like it's made of air, not flesh and blood. He comes running back to the car and tells us, it's a fake, some kind of projection. And to get up and try it. And we do, and there's nothing there. One instance, it's a seemingly real flesh and blood cryptid, and the next instance, thin air. So we went on and explored the hospital, which I'll tell you about another time. And on the way home, we had an animated discussion as to what just happened. The werewolf thing was clearly some kind of projection or illusion designed to keep people away from the abandoned hospital. A magic guardian, as it were, a guardian. It was effective, which led us to think, are paranormal sightings, UFOs, Sasquatch, Dogman, projections to warn people away or control them? Kind of like how the threat of the Boogie Man is used to control children? What do you think? Well, what do you think, dear listeners? Are paranormal projections or illusions designed to control us? Are UFO sightings or Sasquatch sightings or werewolf sightings or black helicopter sightings? My goodness, there's a black helicopter coming over right now. I think it's trying to tell me to shut up. Are they designed to control us or to influence our behavior? It's a big question, but share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay safe, stay subscribed, ring the bell so you don't miss any more upcoming videos, and please feel free to share this video or any of my materials with anyone you please. If this is your first visit to my channel, my name is Warren, and I write and tell original ghost stories and original horror stories about cryptids such as the night floaters, werewolves, and the black-eyed children. So again, please consider subscribing, and let's all stay hungry. I'm now going to ask the lovely and talented camera crew to give us a panorama shot of our lovely fall colors in this beautiful but rather noisy little grove of trees. Till midnight, cheers.